Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I request our respected principal, Ms. Sophia D'Souza, ma'am, to brief our college in depth.
Yeah, thank you, Samina madam. On behalf of Achievers College of Commerce and Management, I welcome you all on the second day of national level faculty empowerment program organized by Department of Management and Financial Planning Academy. Achievers College was established in the year 2013. We currently offer 9 UGs and 2 PG along with a PhD program. Since 9 years, our college strives hard not only to empower our students, but also the faculties who have joined in this institute. Yesterday, we had Dr. Shraddha Bhume madam, who spoke on academic goal setting. You know, teachers are one of the most influential people in our society. So by having a sense of financial literacy and managing personal finance properly, they can become a role model, not only to the family members or the society, but also to the young growing youth of the society. With this vision, we have our today's speaker, Ms. Yukti Gala, who will speak on management of personal finances. We welcome you, madam. We also have participants joined from various states of India. Each and every participant have really given a good feedback that we had a session yesterday. And I wish all the very best to our Department of Management for today's program as well. And once again, welcome you all for this program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's been always said that the art of teaching is the art of assisting discovery. Now I may request our Honorable Chairman, Dr. C.A. Mahesh Bhivandikar, sir, to address us all for the Faculty Empowerment Program.
Thank you, Samina madam. Thank you very much. Today's guest speaker, Madam Yukta Gada, who is also a financial guru for all of us for today's session. All dignitaries and stalwarts in the profession of teaching, respected principal Dr. Sophia D'Souza, Vice Principal Sana Khan, course coordinator Monica madam, and all teaching fraternity members. It's indeed a matter of great privilege to chair this FEP, Faculty Empowerment Program, wherein we are going to empower all the teachers. Madam, mostly these teachers are from unaided colleges who do not have benefits of either pension or retirement benefits. So we thought of empowering them with the knowledge how to generate or how to save for their future or retirement life. Sant Ramdas Swami has already said, "Milavati tituke bhakshiti, te prani kathani samayi maruna jati." Whatever we earn, if we spend all of our money, then in case of difficulties, we may be with shortage of funds. So friends, it is said that you must at least save 30% of your income, and these savings should be invested in such a way that it gives you fruits for a long time till whole of your life. So, Madam Kada, I request you to kindly guide us savings, investments, so that we get retirement benefits and proper pension throughout the life. Friends, I request Madam to also focus on high interest debt, how to convert it into low interest debt, and how to convert all these loans into a long-term benefits of the life. With this intention, I request the coordinators to take over, and wishing you all the success in all your financial endeavors, and all wishing you great savings for your life. So thank you very much for giving Achievers College such a great opportunity. Madam, there are 288 participants who are registered for this, but due to examination or paper checking schedule, people look or view the the video recording which is shared on YouTube. So and thereby they are empowered. So though there are less number of people who are joined, but it will be viewed by more than 300 people all over the country. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and over to coordinators. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Before moving to the program, let's take a short review of day one, which was about the academic goal setting by Dr. Shraddha Bhumi, where the guest speaker explained about the micro and macro goals, where teachers should know all the important aspects of teaching, where teachers should there set their goals to improve themselves in academic, and they should also strengthen the technical skill which is much needed in day-to-day. They should also improve the management to brush up the pedagogy so as to how to improve the in-depth teaching methods. So moving ahead with the second day faculty empowerment program, I would like to request Ms. Monica Virvani to introduce today's guest speaker.
Thank you, Samina ma'am. Here, I welcome you all for Faculty Empowerment Program Day 2. So today's guest is Miss Yukti Gara. She has completed Bachelor of BAC and also completed Certificate Financial Course. She is a faculty trainer in Financial Development Academy. She is an expert in drafting financial plans and in portfolios review. Without wasting much of the time, I request our speaker, Ms. Yukti Gara, to guide the audience. Thank you.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for such a warm welcome. I hope I'm clearly audible to everybody.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay, fine. I would request you to please share the hosting rights with me so that I can share the screen. So Sophia ma'am, can you please give me the hosting rights?
I've already done that. You can share your screen.
All right, done. Great. I hope everybody is able to see the screen as well. So everyone, please reply on the chat box for all the questions that I may ask, and for whatever questions you all have, you all can write that down on the chat box. Okay. I hope I am visible, audible, and the screen is visible too. If anybody is facing any issues, you all can please write down on the chat box. Okay. So like just starting with the session, just 1 second. Yeah, so going ahead with the session now. Firstly, I would like to thank you all for giving me this opportunity to come and interact with you all, and I would try and deliver my best and try and solve all your queries at the end of the session with a Q&A round. So at the end of the session, we'll have a question and answer round where you all can try and ask your questions, and again on the chat box, and I will reply to them. For any concerns, chat box is available. You all will be on mute for the entire session. So if you want to coordinate, you can coordinate through the chat. All right. Now, before I move ahead with this program, what is this program all about? So like sir already briefed you all that what we are going to discuss today, just one little clarity I would want to give here is this program is only about investor awareness. It is nothing to do with any product selling, right? I'm here to discuss with you about investments, savings, tax planning, retirement planning, etc. We are not going to discuss about any product sale, okay? And even if you ask me that kaun si company mein invest karna chahiye, kaun se mutual fund mein invest karna chahiye, I'm really sorry. That is something we will not be able to discuss because it is not allowed by SEBI, okay? Which language is comfortable to everyone? English or Hindi? Can everyone please write down on the chat box? Yes, English or Hindi? Or both?
Ma'am, both are fine.
Okay, great. Great. All right. So both are fine. All right. So thanks a lot, everyone, for interacting and writing down on the chat box. I expect that throughout the session. Okay. So now, when we say investment, when we say finance, what comes to our mind? Money, right? Money is something that comes to our mind always. So what do we do of that money whenever, let's say, we have our salary crediting in our bank accounts? What do we do of that money? क्या करते हो आप उन पैसों का, उस सैलरी का आप क्या करते हो? Let's say end of the month या beginning of the month आपको salary credit हो जाती है. Now what next? Yes, again on the chat box guys. आप उसको सेव करते हो, क्या आप उसको स्पेंड करते हो? Do you have an Excel sheet ready from which you regularly, monitor your spendings? Yes, what do you do? Spend on urgent expenses. So whatever are our mandatory expenses that we'll have to spend, that is what we will do first, right? For example, let's say if there is rent that I have to pay, if there is any maintenance or electricity bill or mobile bill, etc., all my important or mandatory expenses. Let's say I have a loan, I have to pay my EMI. So all of those expenses are first paid, and after that, whatever we have, we save that money, right? Now, what is saving and what is investing? Why are there two different questions on the screen? Saving और investing same होता है या दोनों में कुछ फर्क है? Yes, different. Okay, so what could be the possible difference between the both? Yes, saving और investing में क्या फर्क है? Perfect, Abhilasha. So investment gives us returns. What about saving? Saving is idle. Okay, so saving means nothing but keeping our cash idle, like just either keeping it in our locker, keeping it in a cupboard, or just keeping it in savings account. जब आप आपका पैसा savings account में भी ऐसे ही रखते हो तो उसे भी savings ही कहते हैं. That is not investment. Why? Because from savings, what is the interest that you get? I mean, it's very, very bare minimum. You can't even, consider it to grow your wealth at all, right? So saving is something that is not going to grow your wealth, and excuse me, investment is something that is going to grow your wealth. Deepika, beg to differ here. Saving is no risk and investment risky. ऐसा नहीं है. Investment में भी safe investment options available हैं, right? जिसमें risk नहीं है, like government securities. So even those are investment options where you get a decent amount of interest, which will grow, right? I will not say that it gives you great interest rate, okay, but it will still give you a decent amount. Okay, now should I save my money or should I invest my money? Because saving is not growing my wealth, but investment is growing my wealth by giving returns. Then of course, what should I do? The answer is yes, of course, investment. So I need to invest my money, right? The other reason why I need to invest my money is nothing but the best enemy or the best friend, we can say, nothing but inflation. Now we all obviously know what inflation is, right? But inflation, how slowly eats up my wealth? Let's look at that, right? Slowly and gradually, how does it eat up my wealth? Let's say today I'm spending 30,000 on, let's say, shopping. After a couple of years, that 30,000 is of course going to increase. My expense is regularly going to increase, right? Now, when it is going to increase, at what rate it is going to increase? It's going to increase year on year. At what rate? At the rate of inflation. Now, here we've assumed an inflation rate of only 5%, wherein after 5 years, the money increases to 40,000. Or from today, after 15 years, the money is doubled. My expense doubles, right? Does this happen? क्या सिर्फ ये numbers हैं? क्या ये reality भी है? Of course ये reality है. आप खुद सोचिए, आपके पेरेंट्स ने जो एक्सपेंस उनके एजुकेशन पर किया था, उनके मैरिज पर किया था, वर्सेस जो आपने खुद के एजुकेशन पे किया, आपके मैरिज पर किया, वर्सेस जो आप आपके किड्स पे स्पेंड करने वाले हो. It's slowly and gradually increasing, right? आपने जो खुद पे स्पेंड किया, डेफिनेटली उससे बहुत ज्यादा आपको आपके किड्स पे स्पेंड करना पड़ेगा, करेक्ट? इन अ वे क्या मैं ये बोल सकती हूँ कि इन्फ्लेशन 5% फेयर है? नहीं. इन्फ्लेशन जो 5% है वो भी assumed है, no doubt, but market में भी 4 to 5% का इन्फ्लेशन चल रहा है. लेकिन still I will say that this 4 to 5% is not fair for us. Our inflation will be higher. Why? Because whatever inflation is, calculated and declared, on what basis is it declared? The assumption, what is the assumption that they take? That maximum of your income will be spent where? Yes, any idea? Yes, any idea? Where will the maximum amount be spent out of your income? So it is assumed that the maximum amount will be spent on food and fuel. Only on food and fuel. But is that the case with us? Do we spend majority on?
Loan installments.
Yeah, that is actually what we spend. We have so many loan installments. We want quality education, right, for our children. We want quality medical expense for our children, for our parents, for ourselves, right? We don't only spend a lot on food, correct? But the generic inflation that comes up is the majority expense that they consider in the calculation is basically on food and fuel, right? All right, so the current inflation, which is around 6%. Now, let's say even if I consider 6%, or if I say that 6 is really less for me because my lifestyle is much above 6%. तो मेरा इन्फ्लेशन हो सकता है 7, 8, 9, 10% भी. तो मैं जब इन्वेस्ट कर रही हूँ, लेसन नंबर 1 इज आई हैव टू इन्वेस्ट इन एन इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑप्शन जो इन्फ्लेशन को बीट करे, और मेरा इन्फ्लेशन कम से कम 9 to 10% होगा. मेरा ही नहीं, but people sitting in this room. If we consider all our spendings, travel, don't we love to travel? Don't we try and travel, to different places in India and abroad? Correct. So when I say that, सबसे पहला लेसन ये है कि मुझे मेरे रिटर्न्स जो मुझे जनरेट करने वो इन्फ्लेशन को बीट करने चाहिए. तो मुझे हमेशा ऐसे रिटर्न्स, ऐसे इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑप्शंस चेक करना है जो इन्फ्लेशन से बेटर रिटर्न दे रहे हैं, वो भी पोस्ट टैक्स. प्री टैक्स नहीं, पोस्ट टैक्स, राइट? टैक्स तो हमें भरना ही है, राइट? देयर इज नो वे, other way, so we have to of course bear tax expenses. So that's our first lesson. Now moving forward, why do we need to start investing soon? So first is of course to beat inflation, slowly and gradually moving from saving to investment. Now, till what age do you think you all will work? Yes, till what age do you all expect to earn money like you're working hard right now? When do you want to retire, in other words? Yes, 65. Okay, everybody else? रिटायर कब होना है आप लोगों को, if I may ask? Yes, everyone? Okay, 60, 65, 70, let's assume around 60 to 65 का age, right? 65 पकड़ लेते हैं, चलो, right? So 65 is, let's say, when I want to retire. So after retirement, either I will stop earning or my expenses will reduce. So I will not be able to work that hard. So when I'm working hard already, whatever I am earning, I need to put that money to work hard as well. I need to generate passive income so that when I will not be earning, at that time, this passive income will convert into my active income. Right? I hope I'm very clear. And we need to always take the benefit of power of compounding. Right? Now, we all know what is compounding. We all are your teachers and we all understand. We all, in fact, teach these concepts also. So we all are very much aware, right? That what is this compounding and how compounding is, strong, that we need to try and go for compounding interest avenues. Now, why do we need to invest? We need to invest, not save. That's clear. Why do we need to invest? What is there in the future that we are investing for? Yes. Yes, why do we need to save, guys? To make life secure, post-retirement perfect. So retirement planning is one goal. I need to save for my retirement. What else? Why else do I need to invest? For future, that's right, Aniket. But what is there in future? Like, let's say, for example, for my kids' education, right? I want to, have a very quality education for my kid. Okay, so what I will have to do, I will have to start investing from today. Maybe I want to buy a house, maybe I want to buy a car, maybe I want to travel, correct? So for all these goals, I need to try and invest from today itself. Only then I will be able to have perfect to face uncertainties. The best example is the COVID situation. There were so many people who lost their jobs, who had salary cut downs. If they had, so much financial crunch when their jobs were not there, right? Everybody would have faced the problem. अगर job नहीं था, तो हर किसी ने problem face की होगी. लेकिन अगर उन्हीं लोगों ने पहले से emergency planning करके रखा होता. What is emergency planning? Keeping aside my around 3 to 6 months expenses in a liquid fund, or in an investment avenue which gives me bare minimum interest rate and is also secured that I can immediately withdraw from that. Okay, which gives me liquidity. I can withdraw it whenever I want, like a liquid mutual fund, correct? So that is what, if people would have done pre-pandemic, तो pandemic के वक्त उनको काम आता, right? So emergency and contingency fund or contingency planning is very much important. Okay, so we might have so many different goals in our life: vacation, marriage of kids, maybe buying a car, buying a house, retirement planning, kids education, etc. Like we see all these goals here. Maybe some people want to leave money as an estate. After my demise, I want to leave some money for my family. I want to do estate planning for that, correct? So these are all the goals that people have. Now, for all these goals, what all investment options do we have? Right here, present on the screen, we have bank deposits. But do bank deposits give us interest rate more than inflation post-tax? Yes. Yes. Do you think so? Not really. So inflation beat नहीं होने वाला है bank deposits से, right? बहुत clear है. There is no interest, beating interest rate by using bank deposits. तो bank deposits से मैं as such wealth creation या as such investment consider नहीं करूँगी, मैं उसको savings consider कर रही हूँ. Next is insurance. Now, why is insurance? Do you all have life insurance policies, guys? Yes, all the sirs and ma'ams present here. We have life insurance, right? Great. Now, what type of life insurance do we have? Do we have endowment, money back, ULIP, term plan? Yes. What kind of policies do we have? With profit policy or anything like that? Okay, we have term, we have endowment. Anybody else? Everyone, please try and reply so that we can have a good interaction. Mediclaim is your health insurance. I am asking about life insurance. Life insurance policy. In case of my demise, meaning death, where should my money be transferred? To my nominees, to my beneficiaries, legal heirs, right? तो वो मेरे डेथ के लिए, डिमाइस के लिए जो मैं इंश्योरेंस ले रही हूँ, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस, उसकी बात कर, right? We have endowment, money back, right? Now, what do you think? इंश्योरेंस का पर्पस क्या है? आप क्यों लेते हो इंश्योरेंस? Why do we take insurance policy? Yes. We take insurance policy for loss of life. Family should get a fair financial help. Perfect. Mukesh sir, that's right. So we take insurance because we want our family security. Correct? Now insurance का purpose ही वो है, security, risk cover. Insurance is not meant for investment. अगर आप इंश्योरेंस में इन्वेस्ट करोगे बहुत बड़ी मिस्टेक है. क्यों? बिकॉज व्हेन यू इन्वेस्ट इन इंश्योरेंस, लाइक व्हेन यू डू अ मनी बैक और एंडोमेंट और ट्रेडिशनल पॉलिसीज, एक्सेप्ट फॉर टर्म प्लान, कोई भी दूसरी पॉलिसी अगर लेते हो, राइट, तो उन पॉलिसीज में आपका प्रीमियम बहुत बड़ा आता है और जो कवर मिलता है बहुत छोटा होता है. तो आपको ऐसे लगेगा कि अरे 20 लाख का कवर है, लेकिन वो 20-25 लाख 15 साल बाद मिलेंगे और वो 10-15 साल बाद वो 20-25 लाख की क्या ही वैल्यू होगी, राइट. रादर टर्म प्लान मुझे देता है 1 करोड़ का सम एश्योर्ड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, फॉर 1 करोड़ का सम एश्योर्ड आई हैव टू पे वेरी मिनिमल प्रीमियम. रादर फॉर 20-25 लाख का पॉलिसी ऑफ एंडोमेंट और मनी बैक और अदर ट्रेडिशनल पॉलिसीज मुझे बहुत ज्यादा प्रीमियम पे करना पड़ता है. तो मेरा खर्चा ज्यादा है प्लस रिटर्न मुझे हार्डली 4 to 4.5-5% मिलता है ये सारे पॉलिसीज से. सो रादर व्हाई नॉट बाय अ टर्म प्लान एट अ लोअर प्रीमियम, और जो भी एक्स्ट्रा पैसा बच जाता है एंडोमेंट और मनी बैक या कोई भी दूसरे ट्रेडिशनल पॉलिसीज से, अगर जो भी मेरा प्रीमियम बच जाता है, राइट, अगर मैं एंडोमेंट में पैसा भरती तो लेट्स से मुझे 20,000 का प्रीमियम भरना पड़ता पर ईयर, और लेट्स से टर्म प्लान में मुझे सिर्फ 10,000 का प्रीमियम भरना पड़ रहा है, तो 10,000 जो एडिशनल मेरा बच रहा है, that I can use and invest in other investment option which will give me better return, right. Next is property. Now I am sure property का तो सबको पता ही होगा that property from some years is not at all growing. It has really become very risky. ready investment projects में invest करे अगर ready flats या ready offices में, तो ही कुछ फायदा है, और वो भी उसमें भी bare minimum interest मिलता है. Whereas under construction properties या built up plans में तो बिल्कुल भी invest करने जैसा आज के तारीख में नहीं है, right, because we don't know that our money might get stuck, right. The other problem with property is that you cannot divide it or you cannot liquidate it. अगर आपके पास प्रॉपर्टी है तो आप जल्द से जल्द उसको बेच नहीं पाते हो. Whereas गोल्ड ले लो, स्टॉक्स ले लो, राइट, म्यूचुअल फंड्स ले लो, आप उसको फटाफट सेल कर पाओगे, करेक्ट. सो दैट्स द डिफरेंस. तो मुझे जब इमरजेंसी हो गया, whenever I need my money, I can immediately withdraw it. But in property, not possible. I'll come to mutual funds in few minutes. Then is gold. Gold is again a very good investment option. Over the years, it has grown really good, right? And being Indians, we always have a very good importance for gold. So we should try and invest in but not over invest in it, right? We should diversify our money in various assets. Correct? Now, what is stocks? What are stocks? Anyone? What are stocks or shares? Can you all please share? What do you mean by stocks? Yes, anyone? Buy the listed company shares, okay, used for trading share in the share capital of company, right? So basically shares are or nothing but a share or a profit share or ownership in a company when you're trying and investing in a company, right? For example, let's say when I invest in XYZ company, okay, I am a part owner to the amount I have invested. I get profit, as well as when there are losses, I have to bear the loss as well. I'm investing in a business of a company. When I'm investing by shares or when I'm investing in a company, I'm investing in a business of a company, right? When I say I'm investing in a business of a company, business में profit भी होता है, loss भी होता है, right? तो क्या मैं ये कह सकती हूँ that shares में risk involved है? Can I say that? That shares में risk involved है? Yes, I can say that. But that risk could be a calculated risk. If we invest for a longer period of time, and if we know that which shares or which companies we should invest in, then we are good at it. But do we know or do we have that kind of time कि हम बैठ के analyze करें कौन सी कंपनीज अच्छी हैं, कौन सी कंपनी में कब पैसा डालना चाहिए, कितना डालना चाहिए, कब withdraw करना चाहिए? Do we have that kind of time or that kind of expertise that every day we sit on the stock market and we check that? No, we don't. And we should not never ever take tips from people, right? My friend told me that, you know, this company is good, right? Or let's say my relative told me, my cousin told me that XYZ company is good. So I just invested a lot of money. That might, you know, lose a lot of your wealth. So let's not do that. Rather, let's try and invest using analysis, like fundamental analysis, technical analysis, right? Using that, we should try and invest. Now, investing only in shares, of course, is not an option. Plus, when you yourself will invest, you will try and buy 5 companies, 10 companies, right? But rather, in order to eliminate or reduce the risk, in order to introduce professional experience or professional management, in order to generate better returns, in order to diversify your money, you need to try and target mutual funds, right? Now, mutual fund is like this balanced, or it's like this thali. In this thali, you see there are various ingredients. All these various ingredients have their own qualities, right? Of nutrients, of vitamins, of calcium, etc. करेक्ट? तो ये सारे अलग अलग आइटम्स में अलग अलग क्वालिटीज हैं, वैसे ही ये सारे एसेट क्लासेस में अलग अलग क्वालिटीज हैं, राइट? तो मुझे क्या करना है? मुझे सारे एसेट क्लासेस का अगर फायदा उठाना है तो मुझे क्या करना चाहिए? मुझे आइडियली इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए म्यूचुअल फंड्स में. व्हाट आर म्यूचुअल फंड्स? yes, how do these mutual funds work? Any idea? Can you all please share your knowledge? Yes, anyone? They use expertise to invest in all asset classes, okay? Collect money from people and invest in a company. Perfect. So do we already invest in mutual funds, guys? Are we investing in mutual funds? Okay, if not, I would really, motivate you to do so. And if we are we investing through SIP, through systematic investment plan? Yes, are we investing through SIP? Great. If we are investing through SIP, it's a really good option. Investing through systematic investment plan. Now, just for people who are not investing, just a brief on what are mutual funds. When you are investing, or let's say a lot of investors trying to invest in various asset classes, try and invest in a mutual fund. When they invest their money in a mutual fund, the money goes to the mutual fund company. In that company, there is this person called as fund manager. Okay, so this person, fund manager, he or she or they will try and make decisions on your behalf that where is your money to be invested. Should they invest in shares, gold? Should they invest in bonds? So you have to select whether you want them to invest in equity, then you need to invest in equity mutual fund. If you want them to invest into debt, bonds, or government securities, you need to choose debt mutual fund. If you want a combination of both, you need to invest through balanced mutual fund schemes or hybrid mutual fund schemes, right? So when you are investing through various schemes, when you are giving your money or putting your money, fund manager will decide, let's say in equity mutual fund manager will decide in which all companies does he want to invest money. He will divide your money in at least 25 to 30 companies. so that your money is spread. तो अगर 2 या 3 कंपनी भी अच्छा नहीं परफॉर्म करती हैं, बाकी सारी इतनी कंपनियां हैं जो शायद अच्छा परफॉर्म करके आपको बेटर रिटर्न जनरेट करके दे. And because fund manager is a professional, he has that kind of qualification, knowledge, expertise, skills, experience, that he will be able to make a proper judgmental and analyzed decision. He will use various analysis and then decide where the money is to be invested, when is it to be invested, when is it to be withdrawn, etc. Right? Now, fund manager will invest in various shares or securities, after which he will or the securities or shares will generate some returns, and those returns will be then delivered to the investors. Right? That's a working of a mutual fund basically. Okay. Now, it has a lot of benefits like professionally managed, like I already said, risk diversification, investing in various companies. अगर एक या दो कंपनी अच्छी नहीं परफॉर्म कर रही है, अच्छे स्टॉक्स नहीं है, तो बाकी इतनी सारी कंपनीज हैं जो अच्छा परफॉर्म कर सकती हैं, राइट? वेल रेगुलेटेड बाय सेबी. हैव यू ऑल watched हर्षद मेहता स्कैम? यस. Have you all watched it? Yes, Harshad Mehta scam. There was this movie released. Okay, if not, I would really suggest you all to watch it, because it tells you a lot about the stock market, how it was earlier, and what all were the mistakes done in past which are now not repeated. तो पहले जो scam या issues होते थे, अब वो क्यों नहीं होते? Because SEBI is keeping a watch on all the intermediaries, companies, brokers, everyone, even investors, that nobody does anything wrong, right? You have a very low cost when you invest in mutual fund, barely some amount. It's convenient because you can invest as low as 500, as low as 1000 per month. Now 500 and 1000 तो हम कोई dinner, कोई movie देखने जाए तो भी ऐसे ही spend हो जाता है, right? So it's not a very huge amount. मतलब बहुत छोटे छोटे amount में भी आप invest कर सकते हो. It gives you liquidity, okay? Because whenever you want, you can immediately sell it. That's right, Suresh ji. Transparency, right? It is very transparent. आपको देखना है कि आप म्यूचुअल फंड में जिसमें इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो, वो कौन सी कंपनीज में इन्वेस्ट कर रहा है, कौन से शेयर्स में इन्वेस्ट कर रहा है, क्या रिस्क है उसमें, क्या रिटर्न है, कितना रिटर्न है, ये सब आपको दिखता है. ये सब आपको कहाँ दिखता है? You can check all that in the fact sheets. Okay, let me just open up the fact sheet. 1 second. You can see all that in the fact sheets. All right, आपको ये fact sheet ऐसा दिखता है कुछ. इसमें आप चेक कर सकते हो कि क्या रिस्क है, कितना रिटर्न जनरेट किया पास्ट में. ओके, फंड मैनेजर कौन है, एवरी मंथ कितना इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं, क्या एनएवी है, मतलब क्या प्राइस है म्यूचुअल फंड की आज. All of that can be checked in this particular document. कहाँ इन्वेस्टमेंट हो रही है, everything, right? Before investing, there's something that we should check very well. That is scheme related documents. Now, what are these scheme related documents? There is scheme information document, SID. There is statement of additional information, SAI. And there is one more form or document, KIM, Key Information Memorandum. तो ये जो तीनों डॉक्यूमेंट्स है, एक बार उनको रेफर कर सकते हैं हम इन्वेस्ट करने के पहले. SID एंड SAI, ये दोनों बड़े डॉक्यूमेंट्स है, काफी बहुत लंबे पेजेस वाले. बट KIM is a short version, okay, which is usually attached with the physical form of mutual fund. That you can check. I mean, whenever you fill a form, along with it, there will be a KIM attached. You can read through that KIM and understand what is the scheme about, right? So these documents could be checked very well. Now, while investing, you can either invest through a direct plan or a regular plan. You can either invest using an advisor's help, that is through a regular plan. And if you think you are already very much aware about which mutual fund schemes to invest in, you can do your own analysis. आप खुद देख सकते हो risk और return, आप सब खुद चेक कर सकते हो, तो आप डायरेक्टली भी म्यूचुअल फंड स्कीम में इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हो, directly through the mutual fund AMC. Right? Now, moving forward, you can invest via various options. Like there is lump sum, there is SIP, systematic investment plan, there is STP, systematic transfer plan, inter scheme switches. Right? What are all these? So lump sum investment is nothing but like FD, bullet investment. एक साथ 5 लाख इन्वेस्ट कर दिया, एक साथ 1 लाख इन्वेस्ट कर दिया, 50,000 इन्वेस्ट कर दिया, दैट इज लमसम. उसमें एक ड्रॉबैक ये है कि आप एक ही प्राइस पे सारे यूनिट्स बाय कर रहे हो. आप अगर 1 लाख इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो एट वन शॉट, तो आप एक ही एनएवी, नेट एसेट वैल्यू ऑफ म्यूचुअल फंड, यानी प्राइस ऑफ म्यूचुअल फंड, आप एक ही प्राइस पे सारे यूनिट्स आपको मिल जाएंगे. जैसे आपको गोल्ड में ग्राम्स मिलते हैं, वैसे म्यूचुअल फंड में आपको यूनिट्स मिलते हैं. जैसे आपको शेयर्स, स्टॉक्स, जब आप स्टॉक्स में इन्वेस्ट करते हो तो यू गेट शेयर्स, 5 शेयर्स, 10 शेयर्स. सिमिलरली यू गेट योर यूनिट्स, 5 यूनिट्स, 10 यूनिट्स, 100 यूनिट्स एटसेट्रा. तो आप जब 1 लाख एक साथ इन्वेस्ट कर दोगे तो आपको यूनिट्स मिलेंगे, राइट? वो एक ही प्राइस पे बाय हो जाएंगे. लेट्स से मैंने इन्वेस्ट किया, आज प्राइस था 15 रुपीज. लेट्स से एक साल बाद जाके प्राइस रिड्यूस हो गए टू 12, तो क्या होगा? लॉस, राइट? लेकिन अगर मैं सिस्टमैटिक इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान SIP थ्रू इन्वेस्ट करूं एवरी मंथ, तो क्या बेनिफिट मिलेगा मुझे? लेट मी शो यू फर्दर. Here it is. So if I invest through SIP, let's say 10,000 every month, okay, whether it is a rising market or falling market or a volatile market, I will always be in a benefit. How is that so? So simple. When I invest through SIP, let's say first month मैंने 10,000 invest किया, तो मैंने let's say 10 rupees पर invest किया. Next month 10.5, let's say उसके next month 12, फिर 14, फिर 17, फिर 18. Okay. If I'm investing at prices which are increasing regularly, okay, तो मुझे उसके against कुछ X amount का units मिलेगा, right? I will get some X amount का units. Like let's say for example 10,000 invested at 1,000 units. Then 952, you see units are reducing. Why? Because the cost is increasing, so the units are going to reduce. तो at the end मेरा average cost क्या हो जाएगा? 12.92. जबकि मैंने 17 रुपीज पे भी बाय किया है, 18 पे भी बाय किया है कभी कभी, लेकिन पूरे 6 महीने का एवरेज अगर मैं निकालूं तो मेरा एवरेज हो जाएगा अराउंड 13 रुपीज पर यूनिट. सो यू सी एट द एंड हाउ थिंग्स आर बेनिफिटिंग. इवन इन राइजिंग मार्केट आपका खर्चा बढ़ते जा रहा है क्योंकि प्राइस म्यूचुअल फंड की बढ़ते जा रही है, लेकिन आपने कभी लो प्राइस पर बाय किया, कभी हाई प्राइस पर बाय किया, which is why regularly your price is averaged out. Just one second guys, I need to connect to the charger. Just one second.
वो एक ही सेंटेंस लिखा है बस. हाँ राइट. हाँ.
I would request everybody to be on mute, please.
Right.
So ma'am, can you please be on mute?
हाँ वो क्लासिफिकेशन होनी चाहिए. लमसम इन्वेस्टमेंट क्या होता है?
Deepika ma'am, can you mute your mic, please?
Thank you. All right. Yeah. So like I was saying, here we have various examples. One second. Here we have various examples. Now let's look at volatile market, which is maximum times the case. Maximum times the market is volatile. Falling market है तो कोई problem ही नहीं है, तो हमें units हमको better मिलते जाएंगे. Why? Because we'll be investing at lower prices, so I will keep getting better units, right? At the end, my cost will also be reduced only because it's a falling market, so it's not a problem. But volatile market, which is actually the case, how is the market? It's always volatile, right? Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. तो at that time, हर time मेरा price बढ़ रहा है, कब कम हो रहा है. मुझे कोई भी चीज खरीदनी है अगर, तो मुझे अगर डिस्काउंट पर मिलेगी then I'll be more than happy, correct, rather than buying it at actual price or a higher price. So that's what happens in volatile market. Volatile market में आपको बहुत बार चांस मिलता है कि आप लोअर प्राइस पर इन्वेस्ट कर पाओ, लेकिन मैं ऐसे टाइम तो नहीं कर सकती मार्केट को that I will sit and I will check every day that आज let's say मार्केट नीचे है तो मैं आज म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्ट करूं. That's not something that we should do. Again, there's some disturbance. Can the host please mute Mahesh sir? Thanks. Yeah. So like I was saying, I don't have that kind of time, or I cannot make that judgment. मुझे नहीं पता कब मार्केट गिरने वाला है, कब मार्केट बढ़ने वाला है. तो I cannot make that decision, no, that when should I invest in mutual fund. That's why I will invest regularly. I will be able to buy at lower price also and higher price also, because the price of mutual fund changes every day. हर दिन म्यूचुअल फंड की प्राइस चेंज होती है. जैसे शेयर्स की प्राइस, वैसे ही म्यूचुअल फंड की भी हर दिन चेंज होती है. Okay, so if I want today's price, I don't know what will the price be, because I will come to know at the end of the day. So I can keep investing regularly through SIP so that I can benefit through rupee cost averaging, right? And also it gives me a discipline, right? I can invest regularly. I don't have to do anything directly from my bank account. Regularly the investment will go through in the mutual fund. जैसे आपका EMI होता है, right? वैसे ही regularly जाएगा. अब मुझे अगर टैक्स सेव करने के लिए मुझे म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्ट करना है, तो कैन म्यूचुअल फंड हेल्प मी? Yes. So in mutual fund schemes, there is an option named as equity linked saving scheme. So ELSS scheme can help you invest in mutual fund scheme, generate very good return, and at the same time also gain tax benefit of 1,50,000. What is this 1,50,000? Everybody knows what is ATC, section ATC, right? So if you want to gain a benefit in section ATC, there is life insurance, there is public provident fund, etc. Out of, and loans also. So there is ELSS, which only has a lock-in period of 3 years. अगर मैं PPF में इन्वेस्ट करूं तो 15 साल का लॉक इन पीरियड है, प्लस रिटर्न इज अराउंड 7.1 7.2, राइट? बट म्यूचुअल फंड में आई विल डेफिनेटली अर्न बेटर रिटर्न्स देन PPF, प्लस कोई भी दूसरे इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑप्शन देख लो जो टैक्स सेविंग की अपॉर्चुनिटी देते हैं, वहां पर लॉकिंग पीरियड भी ज्यादा है और रिटर्न भी कम है. तो ELSS schemes helps you by gaining tax benefit plus wealth creation, both, right? Now the question is, how can you invest in mutual fund schemes? So in order to invest in a mutual fund scheme, like for example, I need a KYC in a bank account. When I open a bank account, I need to fill KYC form. Similarly, when I want to invest in mutual fund, I need to fill a KYC form. I need to give my PAN card. I need to give my address proof. I need to give a photograph. All right. I need to fill a form, which is one time. एक बार मैंने KYC का form fill कर दिया, then all the mutual fund schemes can take my data from that one form only. I don't need to fill the form again and again whenever I am investing. When I start investing, I fill the form and that's it. Right? Only then, let's say if there are any changes, like address change हुआ, mobile number, email ID change हुआ, तो ही मुझे वापस से KYC form fill करना पड़ेगा. Otherwise, एक बार ये personal information वाला form fill कर दिया, then automatically सारे mutual fund schemes वो data उठा सकते हैं. Centralized KYC कहते हैं इसको. Right? So that is what is your KYC, or how to rather invest in a mutual fund scheme. Now the question is, how much should I invest? Yes, मुझे कितना invest करना चाहिए? How much should I invest? So ideally, I can invest a certain percentage of my income, like 25 to 30%. But should I invest using that particular idea? No, I should not invest using that idea. Why? Because ये 25-30% का idea generic है. लेकिन क्या मेरा रिक्वायरमेंट और आपका रिक्वायरमेंट सेम है? नहीं, हमारा सबका रिक्वायरमेंट अलग होगा, हम सबके गोल्स अलग होंगे, right? Maybe my requirement as of now would be my child's education. Maybe your requirement right now would be directly retirement planning. Maybe somebody wants to buy a car, maybe somebody wants to buy a house. Maybe my requirement is after, let's say, 5 years. Maybe your requirement is after 10 years. तो हर किसी की requirement अलग होती है. तो as per the requirement and as per the goal, we should try and invest in mutual fund schemes, right? So let's say my requirement is I want to withdraw 10 lakhs, let's say after 3 years or 5 years. तो 5 साल बाद मुझे 10 लाख चाहिए. तो आज से मैं कितना इन्वेस्ट करूं at X return so that I will have that money at the time of withdrawal or at the time of the goal. मैं इसे randomly 10,000 20,000 इन्वेस्ट नहीं करूंगी. मुझे कितना रिक्वायर्ड होगा फ्यूचर में, मैं उतना इन्वेस्ट करना शुरू करूंगी, right? So that all my goals are fulfilled, correct? So that is the logic of investing through mutual fund scheme, which is also termed as goal planning. Now, whenever you invest, you should also check this riskometer, which is present in all the fact sheets. It's also present on the website of the mutual fund company, wherein there are SIDs, SAIs present. Scheme information document जो होता है, उसमें भी ये riskometer होता है, which could be checked. And accordingly, investment could be made, right? Now, to conclude here at the end the session and then have a little question answers, we should try and look at the redressal system also today. So whenever there is some complaint that somebody wants to raise to a mutual fund company or a mediator, तो पहले complaint जाती है mutual fund company को. Okay, let's say if I'm an investor, मुझे अगर कुछ शिकायत है तो मैं म्यूचुअल फंड कंपनी से करूंगी. मुझे अगर शिकायत है या मुझे अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है जो म्यूचुअल फंड कंपनी सॉल्व नहीं कर रही है, तो मैं सेबी के पास जाऊंगी. सेबी ने एक सिस्टम जनरेट किया है, स्कोर्स. ओके, सेबी कंप्लेंट्स रिड्रेस सिस्टम. तो ये सिस्टम पे ऑनलाइन जाकर मैं अपना कंप्लेंट रजिस्टर करूंगी, and that complaint is then going to be in the hands of SEBI to solve, right? And SEBI will make sure that the issue is resolved so that you can have a smooth investment. So that is it, guys. I am done delivering from my end. Thank you so much for being so patient and being interactive also. We can now have a 5-minute question answer session. So if you all have any questions, anything that you all want to know about, please write down on the chat box and I will take your questions one by one. Yes, the team can please share the feedback link. I'll just ask the team to do that.
Yes, ma'am, will do.
Thank you. So Rohini, I can tell you that there are different type of funds like equity, like debt. In equity also there are various options. If you want to invest for long term, invest in equity mutual fund. If you want to invest only for, let's say, 2 to 3 year period, invest in debt fund. अगर मेरा गोल 5 साल बाद है, 5, 6, 7 साल बाद है, तो मुझे equity fund में invest करना चाहिए, right? Retirement के बाद ही, let's say 10 साल बाद मुझे retire होना है, तो मैंने equity fund में आज से invest करना शुरू किया, और 10 साल बाद मैं वही fund से withdrawal ले सकती हूँ, which is called a systematic withdrawal plan. So I can try and withdraw from that mutual fund scheme also. So I can't tell you, Rohini, which is the name of the fund because वो allowed नहीं है SEBI के through. ये session में ये मैं नहीं आपको suggest कर सकती, but मैं category बता सकती हूँ. तो अगर long term है तो equity में invest करो, बहुत अच्छे returns मिलेंगे. और अगर short term है तो equity में invest नहीं करना चाहिए 2 साल 3 साल के लिए, because it becomes risky. तो invest अगर 5 years से ज़्यादा के लिए आप invest कर रहे हो, invest in equity funds. It will give you amazing returns. अगर 6 महीने के लिए इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो तो you all can invest in liquid fund also for emergency. So rate of interest, Rohini, differs from equity types. Large cap, mid cap, अलग अलग types होती हैं जो of course मैं आपको एक ही दिन में नहीं सब बता पाऊंगी. but I can give you an idea that around 12 to 15 to 18% का range होता है equity mutual fund. In reality तो 20 25%, 30% भी दिया है on an average annual return. But फिर भी हम at least conservative bare minimum 12 to 15% consider कर सकते हैं. And taxation wise also equity fund सबसे कम taxable है. बाकी सब debt या FD etc. से. There are a lot of measures taken by SEBI. SEBI has compliance things that if not utilized or if not followed, then it can check into or look into them. So for example, जैसे mutual fund company को NAV रोज declare करना होता है. Like mutual fund company has to declare कि कहाँ कहाँ invest कर रहे हैं. Okay, जब मैं कहूँ shares में invest कर रहे हो, तो जो companies होती हैं, जो listed हैं, those companies have to share their quarter performance, have to share their balance sheets, P&Ls and everything in newspapers also, right? So these are some of the measures and many more measures that SEBI takes. So the difference.
Madam, if some teacher wants to start investment from 1 to 5,000 per month in SIP,
Yes.
what are the steps he or she should take to start up?
Okay, so when a person wants to start where for the very first time, so initially he or she has to do a KYC. There is a KYC or CKYC form, know your customer. KYC stands for that. So the person has to fill that form, give a PAN card, Aadhaar card, self-attested, stick a photo on that form, on the KYC form, submit it to either the RTA, to the mutual fund company, to the broker, or the advisor, whomsoever the person is investing through. अब फिर ये decide करना है पहले तो किसके through invest करें. Should I invest through a financial planner or an advisor? Should I directly invest through the mutual fund company? दोनों में ये फर्क होगा that advisor help करेगा कि कौन से funds अच्छे हैं, आपको कुछ suggestions देगा, कुछ list देगा, फिर वो list में से आप choose कर सकते हो. Because इतने सारे funds हैं, it's very difficult to decide. Then once the KYC form is filled, once the KYC is done, now what the person can do is fill the mutual fund form of that particular scheme. Mutual fund form में लिखना है कौन से scheme में invest करना है, okay? कितना amount invest करना है every month, let's say 2000, तो 2000 लिखना है उसमें, form पर sign करना है और check देना है. Check पर भी amount लिखनी है, fund का नाम लिखना है, and that check has to be submitted along with the form to the advisor or the mutual fund company. And every month from next month, पहली बार मैंने let's say January में invest किया 2000, from February automatic from February और March मेरे बैंक अकाउंट में से directly debit होना चालू हो जाएगा 2000 every month. मुझे notification भी आएगा, मुझे messages भी आएंगे, मुझे alert भी आएगा बैंक से that इतना पैसा debit होने वाला है, so that I can keep a track. And that's it. फिर हर 6 महीने में अपने म्यूचुअल फंड स्कीम्स को एक बार मॉनिटर करना बहुत जरूरी है, 3 months में या 6 months में. So that's it. Which is better option to start mutual funds through banks, financial firms, or through broker? I would Preeti say that it's very important that you go through an expert, a mutual fund advisor, or a financial planner, or somebody who is going to help you understand कि अलग-अलग types क्या होते हैं, कैसा risk होता है, कैसे return expected होते हैं, कितना amount invest करना चाहिए, etc. Okay, now when you invest through an advisor, okay, the advisor is not going to charge anything additional from you if you're only doing an investment option. Okay, तो ideally mutual fund company क्या करती है, वो commission देती है to these advisors, brokers. Okay, तो direct में अगर आप invest करोगे, direct versus regular, मतलब bank firms या broker के through invest करोगे, तो direct plan, यानी जब आप mutual fund company के पास जाते थे direct, तो आपको थोड़ा बेटर रिटर्न मिलेगा, कुछ अराउंड 0.5 और 1%, थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा रिटर्न मिलेगा एनुअली देन द रेगुलर प्लान। बट मैं स्टिल ये सजेस्ट करती हूँ दैट आप एडवाइजर के थ्रू जाओ, बिकॉज एडवाइजर आपको एडवाइस करेगा तो ही तो आपकी रिटर्न्स बेटर होंगी। अगर आप खुद से इन्वेस्ट करोगे, हो सकता है आपने अगर रॉन्ग फंड चूज कर लिया, देन इन दैट केस वो 1% के लिए आपने डायरेक्ट प्लान लिया, लेकिन एट द एंड आपको कुछ भी नहीं मिला। सो म्यूचुअल फंड एडवाइजर्स हैं, यू कैन गो थ्रू देम। I am looking for the other questions as well that have been sent.
थर्टी मिनट्स यही चलेगा क्वेश्चन आंसर।
All right. Any other questions, guys? Anything that anybody wants to know? Please write down on the chat box. Yes, you all will be shared the feedback link in a minute. So please, team, share the feedback link here in the chat box so that everybody can fill that. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you all have, gained enough knowledge. And of course, we look forward to having such sessions further so that we can give you further detailed information slowly and gradually.
I request all the staff and all the teachers to please on their camera so that we can take the screenshot of it.
Great. Thank you, Abhilasha.
Again, I request everyone to please on their cameras so that we can take a screenshot.
Can you stop the sharing?
Sure. I will just stop the screen share.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Is it done?
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, all of you.
It's a small request to all the teachers to please attend the faculty empowerment program for all the 5 days. And if you're attending this program for all the 5 days, only then you will be able to get the certificates. So it's an humble request to everyone. Please attend all the 5 days faculty empowerment program. Thank you. Now I request Mrs. Rovina Joseph to propose a formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, Samina Madam. A warm and a graceful
Ma'am, you are on mute.
Am I audible, Samina Madam?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible now.
Thank you. Once again, a warm and a graceful afternoon to everyone present for this national level faculty empowerment program. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of Achievers College. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our most valued guest speaker of today, Ms. Yukti, who spared her valuable time from a busy schedule. Thank you, ma'am. A special thanks to our Honorable Chairman, Dr. C.A. Mahesh Vivantikar, sir, for his all-time support and his efforts by encouraging us. A sincere thanks to our respected principal, Ms. Sophia D'Souza, ma'am, for always motivating us to do our best and standing as a pillar of strength. With a deep sense of appreciation, thank you to our Vice Principal, Ms. Sana Khan, for her support and guidance. A big thank you to our HOD, Ms. Monica Virwani, for her support. A special thanks to the technical session team who always is there standing as a support to help us. Without you, this would not be a success. Once again, last but not the least, I thank all the participants, teachers. You were really wonderful. You were a beautiful audience who interacted very well with everyone. I really appreciate that. Do the same with the rest of the days. Thank you once again and have a beautiful day ahead.
Thank you, Rovina madam. Thank you, Yukti madam. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot for the opportunity. See you all later. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Take care.
Bye. Thank you, ma'am.